Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays, and this will be the first episode of 2021, and just thought I would put together a little video today of some stuff I've been watching in the past months that I've been saving for a video. So these are some movies I watched recently over the past few months, and I guess it would be kind of based on these movies I'm about to show are kind of, I guess you could say, corrupt police, corrupt people, dealing with corruption, police and some other hijinks. If there was some relation to these. But otherwise, there's just some great movies I've seen over the past few months. So first up, a movie I was really impressed when I saw it. I guess I had never seen it, or maybe I saw it when I was a kid and loved it. But the edition I saw was a very good edition. The Blu-ray has a great picture, great sound, pretty cool retro packaging. And what I'm talking about is White Line Fever. It's kind of in this packaging where it's a videotape, 80s, looks like a rental tape with an action sticker, and the back has, the back end of the cassette and everything. But White Line Fever, great movie, came out in 1977. Jan Michael Vincent stars in it as a young trucker. I think he's fresh out of the Army. And he comes back to town. He's got a young wife, and he's going to buy a truck. I think he inherits some money, comes into some money or something, or maybe it's a loan, and he gets himself a semi and trailer, and he wants to do some private hauling, be his own driver and make the big bucks. But in town, there's a local trucking company who's very corrupt. It's kind of run by, the boss of the place is kind of a friend of his dad's, and they're good friends, but he's become corrupt by the higher powers that own the company. So first, it's a handshake, and they're like, oh, great, 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 and stuff. And he starts to discover the corruption and everything, which leads to some great scenes in the semi, doing some stunt work, some action scenes with cars, chases, and some great fight scenes and stuff like that. Jan Michael Vincent's very good in this. He's very young. It's got a Slim Pickens is in it, some other people. Directed by Jonathan Kaplan, which is, he did some really good movies in the 70s. One of my favorites is Over the Edge from 1979, which I'll talk about in the future. But he directed some really good movies into the 80s even, and he's a great director, writer-director. But yeah, White Line Fever, great trucker video. If there was going to be a genre, the trucker video, there's a lot of them came up out of the late 70s and stuff with Convoy and stuff like that, So anyways, I highly recommend White Line Fever. Super cool release, and this is on, I believe, Mill Creek Entertainment, which they did a series like this. There's another one I have that I'll show you in the future video, but this is really cool. It's only like $7 on Amazon, so it's a must. Pick it up ASAP. Next up is another in the trucking genre, this time starring Jerry Reed and Peter Fonda. It's High-Ballin. This was a movie I had never seen for some reason. I believe it was filmed in '78. And Jerry Reed was pretty hot at that time. He had a hit song with the Eastbound and Down from Smokey and the Bandit. He's a big, very popular at the moment because he did Smokey and the Bandit the previous year and everything. So he's kind of starring it. I'm not sure if he really pulls the film as a starring actor. He's a great you know, side actor. I'm trying to think of the word. But yeah, it also stars Peter Fonda. I guess they put them both in there to kind of lead the picture. And I don't feel like either one of them really leads the picture and stuff. But Peter Fonda is an old friend of Jerry Reed's. He's kind of a hippie, something on a motorcycle. He pulls, you know, he comes into town. They hook up, you know, and they come up with the idea, let's do some hauling, you know, pay off the truck, pay off the house, and do something less dangerous. Because at the time, there's all these, I guess you could say, robberies, highway robberies of trucks by a gang of thieves. And trucking through that area in that town was very dangerous at the time. So Jerry Reed and Peter Fonda take one more chance, one more haul, get it through there, get paid, live happily ever after. But in the meantime, there's all these things that happen that kind of prevents them from doing this. This is a Kino DVD release, directed by Peter Carter. I'm not really familiar with him. This was made for American International. It's an AIP. It's got a very early role by Helen Shaver. She does pretty good as the kind of the love interest and helper in the movie. Chris Wiggins is in it. I believe he plays the bad guy. It's got some trailers from hell in the special features. Got some radio spots, a trailer. But yeah, pretty good movie. I guess it's definitely not as good as White Line Fever, but well worth a look. I've only seen it a couple times. Maybe I need to see it again and stuff. But yeah, it's a great little action yarn, kind of low budget, kind of one of those small pictures. But yeah, this is a new 2K mastering of it and everything. So I was going to get it on Blu-ray, but I wasn't unfamiliar with the movie. So I went ahead and just went with the DVD, saved a little money. Everything took a chance. But yeah, it's a great movie. I can't say it's bad, but pretty good movie for sure. So check that out. Especially if you want to check out some trucker movies. It's a great trucker movie. Next, I changed course a little bit, and we go to New York City with Richard Widmark, Henry Fonda, and Inger Stevens for Madigan. Madigan, super cool movie, super cool cops and robbers movie from 1968. Richard Widmark really carries this movie. The star power. I mean, Richard Widmark has done so many cool things over the years, and it's a great, great, great movie. It's got a lot of cool TV spots and trailers and everything. It's got a good commentary on there. It was a short-lived TV show even around that time, so they were really marketing it as a, you know, go to television afterwards. It's directed by the very great Don Siegel. Has made so many good movies. I was gonna save this for a Don Siegel episode because I've got a lot of cool movies that I've been watching of his lately. But I went ahead and just put Madigan out there. This is a highly recommended release. It's from Kino. I believe it came out a few years ago. But yeah, Don Siegel, great director. Directed Dirty Harry, Charlie Varick. God, so many I can't even name, but yeah, he's a great director. And this is a super cool movie. It's got Henry Fonda in it as the, I guess he's the police commissioner, the big boss, and everything. And basically, Richard Widmark and his partner, who's played by, was it James Whitmore? No, not James Whitmore. Harry Gardino. Maybe Michael Dunn. Not really sure who his partner was. I've seen him in tons of movies. But yeah, they kind of do an early morning raid on this guy they've been trying to get. And they basically get it goes the wrong way, and they end up losing their guns to this guy. So that's a big deal. You know, you lose your gun to this guy. So he spends the morning trying to find his gun, trying to locate this guy. And it just starts off boom. And it's just, you know, great police chases, got some great foot chases. Super cool movie. Super cool movie. I highly recommend it. The Blu-ray looks great. So Madigan, remember that. It's got a great TV trailer part in the supplements where it's just like Madigan. They show like 4 or 5 TV spots, and it's really kind of hilarious. As many times as they say Madigan in it. So yeah, you definitely want to get Madigan. And finally, guys, a movie that I had never seen. I heard about it on a recommendation on some podcasts I listened to. I listened to some really cool podcasts. Just the Discs. What's some other ones I listened to? I listened to some cool podcasts, and a lot of times they got some good recommendations. And I got this recently as a recommendation. It's not on Blu-ray, but it's on DVD. It's got a great 2-disc DVD edition. Prince of the City. It's directed by Sidney Lumet. It's a great movie. It's pretty epic. It's 167 minutes. It stars Treat Williams. What's his name? Treat Williams is in it. Jerry Orbach, Bob Balaban. Super good movie. Treat Williams does phenomenal role in this. He carries this movie. It kind of reminded me of Goodfellas in a way, but similar. I can see the influence maybe. Martin Scorsese probably saw this, and it's kind of like Treat Williams is kind of a crooked cop. This group of cops get so big, and they're busting cases and capturing criminals, and they make the newspapers, and they're so popular because they're doing such good work. But part of it is because they're busting criminals, taking the drugs, taking the money. They got new cars. They're very flashy. And it gets the FBI kind of watching them, like what are they doing? So there's a lot of corruption that gets exposed. Treat Williams has a lot of guilt about what's going on. He ends up talking to the FBI. He becomes an informant. He goes undercover. He's going to basically try to bring down the group, but he really does not want his buddies busted in this, so he makes it very clear. But as time goes on and the case goes, it ends up that's not going to happen, and some of his buddies get busted, and eventually he gets exposed as he's, you know, the rat, the traitor, the one that's kind of getting everybody busted and everything. So super cool movie. Treat Williams, phenomenal role. I'm not really sure if he was nominated for an Oscar, but man, he does a heck of a performance, and super impressive movie. Really, that this movie's been around and I haven't never really heard of it and everything. But yeah, it's a great 2-disc edition. It's got a great featurette on the 2nd disc, which it's kind of based on a real story, police story, more or less. So yeah, highly recommend Prince of the City. So go get that. So that's about it, guys, for this episode. Hope you liked it. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe today to my channel. Got a lot of older episodes to check out, and hit the like button if you liked it. Comment if you have any comments, and I will see you again next time, guys. So be safe.